There's a difference between being well-dressed and having style, and the latter is the one that most men struggle to achieve. Being well-dressed is about following rules, understanding formality and fit, whereas style is more of an expression of yourself and dressing in a way that feels authentic, that feels fun and is suitable for wherever you're going. Although style is more subjective, somebody might love a particular outfit and the other man might hate it, I think we can all agree that there are certain stylish men out there that have somehow carved out a very recognizable visual identity for themselves, both fictional characters and real-life people. So today, what we're going to do is actually break down how these men create a signature style and how you can apply these principles to yourself and really develop a signature aesthetic. The first principle is to see the way you dress as an extension of your personality. It's easy to complain that we live in a very informal time when everybody dresses down, but one of the advantages to this is that you truly can dress pretty much how you want. Unfortunately, most people take this to mean that they can just dress sloppy and lazily, but this means that you can create a certain style in different environments and break rules that previously existed but now aren't actually as relevant. When I look at the guys in our members club, on the surface everybody dresses in a similar way. People wear a jacket and tie to our events, but some guys are wearing more brightly colored suits, some guys wear more conservative colors. I personally like to wear jeans with my jacket and tie. Some people would never do that. I like boots, some people prefer loafers. There are so many different variations, and what I've often found is that the way people dress will correspond to their personality. So somebody who is more structured and conservative in their worldview and their demeanor will typically dress in a more minimalist, traditional way, kind of like a Don Draper style with the white shirt, a simple tie, a white pocket square, a conservative muted color suit, black dress shoes. Whereas somebody that has a more artistic personality is more likely to wear different colored shirts. Maybe they wear boots or more exotic leathers with their loafers, their brogues. They're more likely to have a puff fold pocket square in a bright color or an interesting pattern. And this doesn't mean that you have to go and find a new personality in order to be more stylish. It's merely about expressing what you genuinely feel and thinking about it deliberately. As a point of reference, it's probably helpful to find some kind of style muse. And this can be a fictional character or it can be a person from real life. Some of the men that I personally find to be very stylish and who have influenced me have been men such as Gianni Agnelli, Aristotle Onassis, and also Ralph Lauren. That doesn't mean I don't admire the style of other people like an Alain Delon who is more minimalist. It just doesn't naturally suit my personality. I think I would get bored dressing in a more restricted way. You can also take the multifaceted elements of your personality and incorporate them into the way you dress. Take, for example, Ralph Lauren. One day he looks like a cowboy. The next day he looks like he's going to an Ivy League college. Some days he looks like he's going to both at the same time. It's this combination and the way that he blends these different contradictions from his personality into his wardrobe that make him so stylish. On the other hand, you take a fictional character like Christian Grey, you'll notice how he always wears grey suits and ties. And that's not just because his name is grey, it's because the color grey is associated with seriousness, with business, with dominance, all of those personality traits that the character represents. The wardrobe department decided to reinforce those with his suits and with his ties. This brings me on to color in general and how you can use color as a signature, which becomes a recognizable part of your style. A lot of men will just default to navy, black, gray, white, especially with dress shirts, always going for the white dress shirt. But you can make a color pretty much yours just by wearing it more consistently. You don't have to reinvent the wheel with creating a signature style. It's almost impossible to come up with something that's totally original. A big part of a personal brand or a recognizable style is actually just doing things consistently. So for example, if you have very blue eyes, you can accentuate that feature by always wearing a blue shirt. Maybe you're wearing a blue polo shirt one day, a blue dress shirt like I'm wearing today, but always having that consistent color of blue means people will associate that with you, and that strengthens your personal brand and makes you more memorable. It also helps you enhance and accentuate your best features, and it doesn't have to be blue for blue eyes. That's just one example. You could also wear a signature color of green, of brown, of turquoise. Obviously, some colors are more versatile than others, and you won't always be able to wear that color. But even if your signature color was red, you could most of the time at least wear a red necktie or have a dash of red in your pocket square. Now, when it comes to ties and shirts, I want to tell you guys about a brand that I personally was a paying customer of before they were even interested in becoming a sponsor. And now that they are, I'm really pleased to tell you, gentlemen, about Ota.com. Ota is a company founded by two brothers down under, and they make an amazing selection of dress shirts, neckties, pocket squares, cufflinks, and more. I'm actually wearing one of their non-iron dress shirts in today's video, along with this striped green and navy tie. I love Ota because of the great variety of designs that they have. Many of their ties, pocket squares, and cufflinks were actually inspired by some of my favorite fictional characters and even musicians. And I can tell you, this company is very passionate about creating the best products around, giving you the best customer service, and of course they do have fast international shipping as well. I'm really happy to say that we have got a discount for you watching today. You can use the code JamesLawley10 at Ota.com to get 10% off everything. So as you go on this journey of creating your signature style and you're ready to upgrade your dress shirts or your neckwear, head to Ota.com. I think you will find them to be a fantastic resource. You know, a big part of finding your feet in style is about experimenting, and sometimes it's about making mistakes. Sometimes you go to a store that's a little outside of your comfort zone, or you try something new that you've never done before, and perhaps you will look back on it later on and think, yeah, that didn't really work. But this attitude of open-mindedness is really crucial to developing something that's truly yours. If you always play it by the book and if you always copy others, you'll never truly express your style. So don't be afraid to be bold. Don't be afraid to make some mistakes. And that does involve sometimes literally stepping outside of your comfort zone. I received a lot of nice compliments about these sunglasses. I actually found these sunglasses at a thrift store for $12 in Chicago. I hear a lot from young gentlemen in particular who want to dress well, but they feel like they just have nowhere to go. And if they put on a shirt and tie just to go to Walmart, they feel completely out of place. So I think it's important that not only do you dress well just for yourself, but you also find environments that actually encourage and foster this side of yourself. That might mean going to a classical concert or a jazz club. It might mean going to a nicer restaurant where other patrons will be wearing a sport coat or a dress shirt. That's why within our members club, we also curate events where there is a dress code. You are required to wear a jacket and tie. And even when we do our video calls remotely, we still have guys dressing up properly to attend those calls because they know that our members will appreciate it and they will understand their sense of style. Of course, if you would like to apply for that members club, I'll put the link in the description also. Finding this signature style of yours truly is a journey, not a destination. Because as men, our lives and our personalities are constantly evolving. If you told me 2.5 years ago that I would be regularly wearing jeans, myself and the people around me would have barely believed it. And you may find that a relocation, a new job, or something else happening in your life will change the way that you either want to dress or need to dress, and that's totally okay. It's very rare that you'll meet a well-dressed man who sees clothing and style as a chore. It's typically something that he would describe more as a hobby, something that he's passionate about. Going shopping is exciting for him. Putting together an outfit for him is fun and rewarding. Well-dressed men take ownership for their style. They don't wait till their wife is nagging them to go shopping. They don't only dress well to try and get a girlfriend or because it's date night. They take responsibility for it, just like you should with your finances or your fitness. You want to dress in a way that not only gives you self-respect and makes you proud of yourself, but also that makes other people proud to be seen with you. Now, in this video, I shared with you a few of my personal style icons. I would love to hear from you in the comments who your style icons are and how they've inspired you to create a signature style. Remember to check out ota.com down in the description and use that code JamesLawley10 for 10% off your order. And if you follow my Instagram, you'll be able to see how I've been styling some of my favorite Ota pieces recently. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to reading your comments, and I'll see you in the next video.